sorry, I'ma have to pass like Nash to Amari. Tiger up early on a Sunday, sinking birdies while the pigskin spinning through the air, Titan birdie. It's a TD, it's a TKO, a home run, it's a hat trick. Ain't no way to be an all-star without practice. So if you down to sacrifice your life for a draft pick, it's a pretty sweet position you can live in if you have some things in the air. If you got game, wiggle like you just don't care. If you got game, playing like you got no fit, and you got game. If you came here to win, yeah, you got game.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Oui Talk Raw. I am here today, very excited for my guest who is not physically here, but she is here with us. I would love to welcome Johanna Laurent. Johanna, how are you?
I'm really well. How are you, my dear?
Doing great. Welcome to the Our Beats VIP studio, metaphorically speaking. And you're based in New Jersey, correct? Is that where you are?
No, New York.
Oh, New York. Okay, so we're both on the East Coast. Awesome. So let's talk about you. We're going to talk about some positive things today. You are the founder and author of the book Positive Phrases, which I have here, and we'll get into that. It's a very beautiful book. So let's talk about you. How did you get into this work?
You know, I got into this work. I was really born into it. You know what I mean, Jennifer? When as you walk through life in the journey, you realize as you discover self that what you become, g- hopefully if you're choosing the higher version of self, you really become, right? You really become the gift that you're meant to be. And I feel like the gift of positivity, or I didn't know it was called positivity, the gift of being able to look at things the brighter side.
Mm.
So I defined it when I was a child because I
Tell
didn't
us
even know
more.
what the word positive, yeah, I didn't know what the word positive or negative really meant. I only heard it like in a car charger. I never heard the word positivity. Like,
Like
you know,
the car
like a
charger.
battery in your car, it
Hmm.
just, I never heard the word positive. I never saw it like that. I just always, um, as a child, looked at things the brighter side, and that's looking at it is probably because I've always wanted the love that I had inside of me to find a way to express itself. And I
Mm.
guess that's why I seeked it as a kid.
Mm.
Now looking back at it,
So, what was your first experience with sort of sharing the positivity with the world? Was there more than just this book, or how did you get into that?
I think my whole life, like, Jennifer, I've had one company, I've had it for probably over 20 years in business. And when you're an entrepreneur, you really have to have a lot of faith, a lot of
Hmm.
courage, a lot of things to keep you going. I have a family, I'm a daughter. I have so many reasons why not to give up. And I would always seek inside of me to find a way to make it happen for me. And because I knew it was possible, because I would read books and I would see stories of so many people succeeding. So I knew there was a way. So I always search in books, like, what can I do? And I think as I walked and read in my so many books and walked through the journey of life, I would always find like a bottom line of what I learned. And I would write it down and I would put it away like a phrase, a smile, something that something that would, but let me back up a little bit. Like if I was driving and I was having a hard day and I would look to my right and I would see something like keep going, I would use that as like the universe telling me keep going.
Hmm.
Like I would be present to what's around me. And it's usually because I love words so much. I think the universe knew that and it would give me words to keep me going. And I would just write it down. And before you knew it, I had all these phrases. And then that's how I put the actual book together.
So, do you think you're an old soul? Do you believe in that concept?
I know I am.
Feels like it.
Hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
for you to be drawn to that sort of angle and perspective from such a young age, it feels like you've probably lived many, many lives and you're learning not to sweat the small stuff in this life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And not to sweat the small stuff, but not to miss the small stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You want to sweat what doesn't impact you, but you don't want to miss the small things that are the jewel of life. Right, Jennifer?
Yes, absolutely. I think the small, even just taking a walk outside or something, if you really notice everything, you can really, really see the beauty.
See the beauty. And once you start seeing the beauty, you feel it. And once you
Mm-hmm.
start feeling the beauty, you're like, oh, it starts growing. It's so amazing that everything inside of us, our own energy, can lead us towards something beautiful or something that brings peace or healing to ourselves.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about you had a catalyst to sort of get into this work, right? You had an accident that talk to us about
Mhm.
that and how that sort of propelled you into sharing about what's on the inside is more
I had two
important.
major accidents. Yeah, I had two major accidents in my life. One when I was a child. When I was a child, I was jumping rope and had a really bad injury and I fractured my gum and I lost like four principal tooth. So, and I wasn't able, my mom wasn't able to get it and bring it to a dentist and being able to put it back on, in me. So I actually wore dentures as a very young child.
Oh, wow.
Now, that was I didn't really, I'm a kid, things happen. I don't think anything of it. I go to school. I don't think I'm ugly. I don't think there's anything wrong with me. I'm just a kid, right? But
Mm-hmm.
when you go out to the world, unfortunately, a lot of people are programmed to judge your outer appearance, no matter what age you are, right? To look at things and look at them as ugly versus as things, right? We label so easily. And as a child, I was labeled ugly.
Mm.
So um, I read, and I said, okay, I'm not pretty, but what do I do? Right? I realized that I didn't attract people through my physical appearance, but I did, if I'm nice, I'll attract people. So I caught on to that. But what really actually made a huge difference was I read The Elephant Man at a young
Mm.
age, the story of John Merrick. And
Mm-hmm.
that really was like, his story was so, it touched me. It was like, wow, what a great man. And people didn't see the beauty because of his physical deformity, right?
Mm.
So I realized, that actually helped me. And because of that, I spent I didn't have like, I wasn't able to fix my mouth until I was older. So that teenage years and high school, did have that deformity. So I was able to fix it in college, but by then there was so much damage done mentally to me,
Mm.
right?
Traumatic, I'm
But
sure, right? Traumatic.
traumatic,
Yeah.
traumatic. So, but thank God for that, because I wasn't caught up in the physical.
Mm.
Really focus on being like being kind and
Yes.
being and being and making a difference. And my parents, my dad really taught me how to make a difference. Like he was really mastered how to make a difference. And in this, and also to and also to share with me the simplicity of life. My mom taught me gratitude, but they didn't teach it to me, Jennifer. They were the
Mm.
essence of it.
That's how you teach. Yeah, is be it. Absolutely.
So whatever they did that didn't work, that they weren't aware to be great parents, yeah, they might have made they made definitely mistakes, but they mastered such a beautiful thing that I was able to see through their mistakes and gravitate and love them for them being the essence of what made me. So
Mm.
that because we're gonna, I'm a parent, I'm gonna, I made mistakes, but I also
Yeah.
make sure that I got some things, that I gravitated to something. I was always focused on being what I wanted my kids to be.
I love that.
And then I had another major accident. Well, then I fixed my teeth, and then I beautiful, right? But it took a long time for this
Yeah.
to
How did
catch
you
up.
heal that? How did you heal that? The trauma. I
Um,
mean, that's traumatic.
the trauma, because I remember this man. This is how positive. This is how small words can make a difference. I would just go about my business, but I remember my friend Andrew. He said to me, and he looked at me in my 20s. He said, "Oh, you're so beautiful." And I was open to it maybe at that moment, but when he said it to me, it really hit home. It started to really heal. I was able to look at the mirror and say, "Oh, you are beautiful, Joanna." That's why it's so important to be careful what we say to people, because the same few words that are negative, that have a terrible impact, they last long in your life as well,
Mhm.
right? So
Mhm.
imagine just a few words in the positive light. They also last long. He told me that in my 20s, someone that I worked with, a dear friend, and it opened me up to see myself as beautiful.
So
And I,
what did that experience teach you about like beauty and strength that maybe most people never learn, right? So if we don't have these traumatic experiences, we might not learn about that sort of that inner beauty and strength. So what did that teach you?
that taught me that one thing, that the inside of me I can control, I can
Mm,
manage. I ignite the beauty in me. I'm going to, my physical, I'm going to get older. I don't know. Anything can happen, but it never changes who I am as a spirit. And that, no- so, and I say this to some people, some of my friends, like, don't get so caught up in this if the inner is in pain. Like, take time to heal the inner, because when you heal the inner, there's a light that shines out of you, people gravitate to automatically. Like, it doesn't matter what you look. You
absolutely.
ever have those days, Jennifer, that you go out the house, but you're so happy, but you didn't do anything. You didn't do physically nothing. You barely combed your hair, but you're so happy. But you're so happy, and everyone's like, "Wow, Jennifer, you look so beautiful." You've had those moments,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm. Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
it's the inner. It's the inner, Jennifer. No matter what, inner. Find peace within. Find beauty within. And if you have a hard time finding beauty inside with you, seek the beauty in others. And as you seek the beauty in others, you will find it in yourself.
Absolutely. Wow. Yes. And I think, oh, you must have done some sort of did you do therapy or healing work on all of those years of people telling you that you weren't pretty? How did you overcome that hurdle
No,
to be
because
where you
therapy, I'm 60, and therapy was like a taboo back then. I didn't even I didn't even know,
Mhm.
like, I'm a child of immigrant parents from Dominican Republic. I would have told them I
Oh.
needed therapy for my parent, for my teeth. They'd be like, "Are you kidding me? We have money for that. We're trying to get money to fix your teeth." Number one, like, what is that? It wasn't in it wasn't we had no awareness of it. And I
Mhm.
didn't know, Jennifer, the damage that it did to me. We didn't, the conversation of self-love wasn't a
Yeah.
discussion.
You probably
That's why I
shamed
love
yourself, right? I'm sure there was a lot of shame that you had.
so many things I did to her. I didn't realize it. I didn't realize the danger that I put myself in, because my self-value, my self-worth was terrible. I didn't realize how much of a gift I am, how priceless I am. Like, I worked on my kindness, I work on making a difference, but I didn't realize that about myself. So I remember having a conversation with God. And I said to God, I really don't know. When I started hearing about love yourself, I was like, I really don't know how to do that, God. There was a song, I don't remember it. Oh, It's like, let me love you, something like that. I was like, oh God, you know what? You know what, God, let's do this. I remember like literally having a conversation. I said, God, you know what? I don't know how to do that. But I think I know how to love people. I'm gonna focus on how I treat people. And then you'll get me, you'll love me, God, and we'll get this right in this lifetime. I remember having that conversation. I just went about my business. But as I spread love, kindness, focus on doing whatever deed came my way that I was honored to do by the universe, um, there became more love for myself. I started really liking who I was or
Mm,
being present to it. It was
mm.
always there. I just wasn't present to it.
Right. So, was there a moment or a situation or something that happened where you were like, okay, I want to share this with the world. I'm going to write a book?
That didn't happen until later on, like till, well, then I kept going. I built a company. I been married for 33 years. I have two beautiful girls. So I collected a lot of phrases and there were just so many words that would work for me, that would keep me going. Because life, you could keep going, right, Jennifer? But it's
Mm-hmm.
how you keep moving forward. Are
Mm-hmm.
you on auto? Are you accepting mediocrity? Like, how are we moving forward? I was committed to moving forward in greatness, of discovering, doing the best I can because I love my parents so much. I wanted them to be like, everything you did for us, it was so worth it. Look, mom, look, dad, look what I was able to become. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had that mission, that why was so present. So I just didn't want to have just a regular life. So I collected these phrases, and then I knew that those words, different parts of my life, got me through some heavy things. And I also said, wow, like I could put this together for others. Like now, so you live, you learn, and you teach, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
pretty much, you've heard people say that, right, Jennifer?
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely.
Like, okay. All right. So I'm at the teaching. I'm 60, right?
Right.
Last chapter, right? So I want to make sure that I leave behind something that will make it easier for others.
Mm.
Like the gift that was given to me, I'm not going to take it back, Jennifer. I'll leave it behind. I want to leave it as abundantly as possible. So I'm very blessed to still have my parents alive, Jennifer. My mom's
Wow.
90. I know my mom's
That's
90 and
great.
I know my dad's 87. And we almost lost our dad last year. And I was like, Joanna, keep pushing. Everything is perfect. Like, I know that my parents were a very big tool in me creating this. And I would love, if possible, because you can't control, you know, I don't want to have an attachment because I don't want to be
Mm.
disappointed. You can make a request and you just let it go and let it be for the will of the universe, God, right?
Yep.
You have to surrender. And they're still with us, with me. And I just want them to see all that they taught me and all that they caught, was able to learn it and spread it.
I love it. So you just compiled specific phrases, right? And then you
Hmm.
wrote this beautiful book, which, by the way, I want to talk about. When I received this in the mail, how beautiful.
Hmm.
It was in a beautiful black box with, I believe, like a gold ribbon or bow. And then it came in this beautiful velvet pouch with the how to use and then the actual book. I just thought that you can feel the energy in here, right? Words have power, words have energy. And as soon as I got this in the mail, I could feel the energy, right? This has a really good vibe. I think it's great for gifts, especially around the holidays. So the actual book is just so simple. I love all the black and gold. So I'm a fan of all that you've done on the outside as well of the book. I'm judging a book by its cover, honey, and I like it.
Great.
But I
Isn't
do
that
love
funny?
I love it because I love to bring like tarot cards to wine night and I just, have my girlfriends pick a card, this is what the universe is telling you. And this is sort of like that, version because it says focus your mind, set an intention, and then open the book to any page and receive your message. And I just love that. Like, what does the universe want to tell me today? 1, 2, 3. The universe wants to tell me, thank God for waking up.
Yeah, gratitude for the gift of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Gratitude for the gift of
So
the
I
day.
just
Oh,
love the feel, and I love that you can just, it really is kind of pocket size, right? It's not taking
yeah.
up too much space, but you
Mm-mm,
can
mm-mm.
really feel the energy of this. You really can.
Oh my God, Jennifer, I made sure that every word in that book was a gift to your soul. That never, I wanted to make sure that it never hurt. Because the soul is, to me, I imagine the soul being like just pure love. I
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make sure that every word in there would be gentle. When someone
Mm.
opens it up, it's gentle and it brightens their light from within.
And I
And
love the
because we're,
simplicity. It's just so simple, which I
Mhm,
really,
mhm.
I think less is more. You don't need any more than trying to shift your words and what you're saying and feeling and hearing, right? I mean, it's just very simple, but I think that almost brings more power to it. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
That you don't have like
Think,
illustrations and photos, and it's just
mm-mm.
so simple. It's all you need. Less is more.
Think about it, Jennifer, right? Think about a moment that you had that was very difficult. Like, when you were going through that moment, you didn't want to hear someone say, "Oh, Jennifer, it's going to be okay. Just think about her." You couldn't even, your brain couldn't even probably even take too many
Mm-hmm.
words, right? But if someone just said, "Jennifer, you got this," it would open you up and know that you're going to be okay,
I love it.
right?
So let's talk about that. So everything is perfect, right? A beautiful
Mhm,
title, perfect title, but it's also bold, right? So what
mhm,
do you say to people that are like, that's toxic positivity? What do you say?
mhm.
What's your response to that?
I get it. I never even heard of that. Neither talked to positivity until later on. So, right, a couple of years ago, right? Things show up. It's so funny. How could positivity be toxic? But it can. You know when? When it's
Mm-hmm.
inauthentic. When it's in
Mm.
when it's inauthentic. When you're
Brilliant
going through that
answer.
breakdown, right? When you're
Mm-hmm.
going through that breakdown, Jennifer, and I go, "Oh, just think positive." What? What does that mean?
It's just
How could I
so,
even
so
that?
smart.
That's so inauthentic, right? But I came up with the mantra of everything's perfect to be able to manage my beautiful family, right? Because things happen, your kids, the homework, your husband, things happen, breakdown, right? And I would be like, "Hey guys, everything's perfect. Everything is perfect." And it would calm them down. And I was like, right? And then I would use it to me. I actually, when I was in breakdown, I remember my husband or my children going, "Hey, mom, everything's perfect, right?" I was like, right? But then I thought about it. Everything is perfect. When I say that, it allows my brain and my nervous system and everything that's going inside of me to calm down and surrender to the moment. Just calm down. Everything is perfect, Johanna. Okay. When I go into that energy, I can find a way, or I
Mm-hmm.
can find the answer, or I can find how to move forward. I
I love that.
can't.
Hmm. Well, I love it
I
because, like you said, the authenticity piece of almost the intention behind you saying it. Because if someone said everything is perfect, that could almost be dismissive, or it could sound dismissive if the intention was that. Right? Does that make
Mhm.
sense? So the way you're
Yes.
saying it is, yeah, it's more divine. It's all good. Yeah.
Go, go, surrender to the moment.
Hmm.
Surrender to the moment. There's something beautiful in it. No matter, I've witnessed some people go through some heavy things, right? When they just breathe and surrender, they experience, oh my goodness, in trauma, in the worst moment, even on earth, literally. Like this something that happens helps them. We're not alone, you know? And if we could just pause and surrender and be, that's what they mean about being present, right? You hear, "Oh, be present." But how do you do
Hmm.
that? How do you get present? Like it gets kind of tough sometimes, right? This
Hmm.
mind could be going, but that's another thing. Like everything is perfect. It allows you to get present. Okay, surrender.
Mm. I love that. So, how has your life changed since you've published this book? I know you
Um,
have a lot of TikTok followers, that's for sure.
yeah, I feel free to be me,
Lovely.
freedom, freedom. I don't think about what I'm going to say. there's no planning. I'm free. When you are yourself, they say love is the most powerful gift of all, right? The most powerful frequency, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I believe there's a frequency above that. And I've heard other people say that authenticity,
Mm,
because authenticity is freedom. I feel free, Jennifer. Feel
mm.
like, wow, I'm me, and me is enough.
Right. And I think that's where the authenticity and the love sort of go hand in hand because if you are authentically you, you are a child of God or of the universe, right? You are light and love. So when you're authentic, then you're connected to that. So they're, it almost feels like they're
Hmm.
similar as well.
Yeah. What I mean by that is like we are love.
Mm-hmm.
We're always love, right? It's always in us, right? But it's up to us to ignite it, right? So authenticity, and when you're authentic, like Jennifer, like someone said, when you tell someone, I love you, I mean, we don't say it much, but I'm grateful and I love you. It's you allow the love, you allow that love to release itself, to
Mm,
project. And I mean
mm.
that connection.
Love it. Well, speaking of release itself, we're just going to take a quick, short break, and we will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Welcome back to this week's segment of What's Trending Now on Our Beats Radio, Media, and Streaming Network. Take it away, Greasy! Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And now let's get started on our upcoming local, national, and international concerts. Starting off with DJ and music producer Sub Focus, who will be performing at Black Box Theater in Charlotte on Sunday, December 28th. Doors open at 7 p.m. You can get your tickets at blackboxcharlotte.com. Greasy,
Yo!
the DJ who's doing it right now.
Gotta shout out my boy DJ Drop.
Especially when he's dropping new music. Robin Springer is set to perform at Middle Key Jazz Club on Friday, November 28th. Doors open at 5:15 p.m. You can get your tickets at middleseajazz.com. Crazy.
Yo!
What's your favorite jazz song?
I gotta give it up to Fly Me to the Moon.
A classic. Maroon 5 is headed to the Madison Square Garden for the Love is Like tour, taking place on November 20th on Thursday. Doors open at 7:30 p.m. You can get your tickets at msg.com. Crazy.
Yo!
What's your favorite Maroon 5 song?
Gotta shout out from their first record, This Love. Love it.
I love that song. This is Annalise Pearl and Greasy Keys bringing you all the new details and the latest trending water cooler conversations. Stay on top of the RBeats app and rbeats.com, always bringing you the best of the best independent, national, and international music artists. Constant influences are on the RBeats app. You all know the drill. Now let's get started with this week's DJ World Beats Top Trending Songs. Spinning now on 25/8 366, our global pop stream, DJ World Beats brings you April by Rose Gray. We have Ego by Agnes. We have Peace and Violence by Fozia. And we have Yes Baby by Madison Beer. Trending now on Our Beats Radio, our house and EDM stream, we have Heavy by Armin van Buren and JOA. Dame on Grr by DJ Darman. We have You're a Star by Amel and the Sniffers and Fred Again. La Noche by Chris Lake, Skrillex, and Anita B. Queen. Coming up on We Global Radio, our hip hop and R&B stream, we have If You're Reading This, I Already Crash Out by Busy Signal. We have Cannonball by Life and Don Tolliver. I Know by Vibes Cartel. And last but certainly not least, we have Baddie by Country Hype and Eddie G. Bamba. And that concludes this week's countdown. Be sure to check out our social media sensation show, What's Trending Now, and be sure to check out the watch list with Greasy Keys right here on rbeats.com. That's it for now. Take it away, Greasy. Thank y'all for watching.
You're tuned into our beats, standing now on our beats. Come with Annalise Pearl, only on our beats. Come global radio and boutique media streaming network. You're tuned into
We Talk Raw. I'm here with Johanna Laurent talking about her beautiful book, Everything is Perfect. But I do want to say that I've noticed volume 1 on this book. So let's talk about what's going on. What else do you have up your sleeve? Are there more positive phrases or different twists? Are you working on a volume 2?
Yes and no. Like do you know about stop?
I don't.
Like stop can yeah. I actually created stop first, which
Okay.
just came out of nowhere. Because Jennifer, everything comes to you, right? You just
Yeah.
become the
Yeah.
vessel. It's all about the vessel. I don't even want to take credit because, like, taking credit takes away. Like it's really becoming the vessel of whatever you want to,
Comes
the good
through.
things you want to bring.
Yeah.
Exactly. So stop, right? Is what about those times that you're so stuck and you could read? I remember being with someone and reading every single phrase here. They were going through a very difficult time. And I sat there with them and I went through every phrase. I would say, why don't we like it's just someone I knew. So I just said, let's just open this up. You want to take a look at this book that I created? Like, and I just went page to page, and it was such a healing moment for them. And I said, wow, what about when you're really stuck
Mm.
and you can't move, like, oh, what am I doing? What is it? And you can't, like, you don't want to, sometimes it's hard to see our faults, right? To see what we're doing to ourselves. It's easier sometimes to see it in others
Mm-hmm.
or be victim or not take responsibility. It's so much easier. Believe me, Jennifer, I'm human. I wanted someone to come and rescue me and, you know, make everything joy, happen. But then
Yes.
I realized no one was coming. So get yourself together. So I created stop. Stop is like this, right, Jennifer? You just open it up to any page, right? And it goes, stop fearing change. Right? This is
Mm.
really,
That's a
right?
big one. We hate change as
I
humans.
know,
Hmm.
I know. Everybody, my elderly
It
parents,
changes so
everyone,
hard. Yep.
change, change. That's why sometimes mm, things don't change in the world because we get comfortable and we don't want to
Hmm.
take the courage of changing. But what happens is when we don't allow change, look at the trees, look how beautiful they become through change, right?
Hmm.
Just a
Hmm.
right. When we don't allow change or witness it or allowed to be it, we miss out on a lot of great things. I think greatness exists in always being open to changing.
Mm. Show me one more. Show us one more.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Stop, stop, stop.
This is this message for
Oops.
me. I'm asking the universe. What is it?
Oh no, stop being negative.
Oh, wow. Dang. I guess that's for
Just like
me.
I
Okay.
told you. Yeah, well, you want it just for you? I'll open it just for you because
Yeah. Okay.
I
Do one
was
just for
open air.
me.
Okay, this is
Yeah.
just for you. Just for you.
Come
Just for
on,
you. Just for you.
universe.
Just for you. Ah,
What's my message?
Jennifer, stop putting yourself down.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm the hardest on myself than anybody in the world. So that is so true.
And
That is
guess what?
so true.
Okay, guess what?
Thank you. I'm listening.
Mm. You know, Jennifer, that you're amazing and what you're doing here. We have no idea who's going to hear us, and we actually make a big difference.
Oh.
Remember Ralph Emerson, right? He said, if you could just make one life, if one person, Jennifer, from this conversation is impacted, we did great. One
Absolutely.
soul. So
I love it. I want that
remember
book.
that. Okay, get it.
Okay, well, let's talk. Let's
That's it.
talk about that. How can we get your books? Is it Amazon? Is there going to be a link in the show notes? Because this is
Yeah,
great for holiday gifts and stuff.
so amazing, right? And why
Yeah.
not start 2026? Like, wait a minute.
New Year's, new you.
Here's
Yes.
I'm gonna get myself this gift because once Jennifer, we project. Well, what we project, you're in a good mood, everybody's getting that great energy around you.
Oh
You're in
yeah.
a bad mood, you're like, when I'm insecure, when I'm angry, when I don't believe in myself,
Yeah.
yikes, I
One
feel
of
so
one of
sorry for you.
the One of the quotes that I love that a friend told me back in the service industry days when we were all, waiting tables and we were miserable. He's like, Jennifer, meet 3 a-holes in a day. Maybe you're the a-hole. Bleep it out. But it's true, when everyone's treating you poorly and, you're going throughout your day. Well, maybe let's just check in on your energy if you're drawing all that in, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the beautiful thing, let's make 2026 that every person chooses to heal themselves. That's it.
Amen.
I'm going, because guess what, Jennifer? Guess what we'll have? Heal world.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing you're seeing right now is it's hurtful people.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not get caught up in the outer mirror. Let's really focus inside. So we all individually got committed to saying, no way. This year, the one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to love myself. And I'm going to get myself tools going to help me shift so that I don't go down that negative. Because you know what happens, Jennifer? One negative thought leads to another one, leads to another one,
Oh,
leads to another
yeah.
one. Before you know it, you spend 8 hours being in the worst. You went to the worst place mentally. You just spent 8 hours of your life. And what about if that's your last day?
Yes.
No, because we don't know. Every day is a gift. So that's why I made it simple. I made it simple that you can shift. It's about shifting, Jennifer. How
Mm-hmm.
quick can you shift and keep that positive light on?
Well, and I think it also is about having that self-awareness, right? Like the first step of having the awareness that I am shaming myself for having a non-traditional life that I live, or whatever it is, or
Mhm.
noticing that I'm having negative thoughts about I'm having a slow day and then I'm shaming myself, whatever it is, right? It's like you really have
Mhm,
to have
mhm.
that self-awareness piece to know which highway you're on to get off to get on the other one, right? You know
Mhm,
what I
mhm,
mean?
mhm, Exactly. Exactly. You got it, Jennifer. It's being aware of how
Mm-hmm.
you're thinking
Mm-hmm.
so that you can control and focus on the thoughts beneficial for you, that are loving for you. Saying, wait, I'm not doing that to my, oh, the last time I did that to myself, oh God, I was in the worst relationship. I attracted the worst thing. I'm not doing that again. Oh, wait, oh, just talk to yourself. Be your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And before you know it, you have created the most beautiful life. Just superpower. Yes, I was disappointed no one was going to come save me. But yes, I was happy that I was my own superpower.
And you're making me
Right?
think of the quote, be the change you wish to see. That sort of word that, right? It all starts with
Mhm.
the inside, the relationship to self. And that's how how wars don't happen as often. It's not, right? It's starting with you and letting that energy radiate out into the collective and
Yeah,
hopefully
I
inspire
learned that.
others to do the same, right?
Yeah, right, Jennifer. So when I was a kid, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna change," because I saw that people weren't nice, right? So I was like, "Well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
change the whole world." Right? I said to myself, "I'm gonna change the whole world," right? That was my
Mm-hmm.
mission, right? I was like, "Okay, that's impossible," right? And then I was like, "Okay, I'll just change my family." Oh, definitely, that's not gonna happen, right?
Right. Well,
No
and
way,
you
right?
you grew up in New York City,
Yeah,
right? In Brooklyn, is that where you grew
hmm
up? Yeah.
yeah,
So I'm sure
Brooklyn,
I'm sure the
Brooklyn.
streets were hard. They were they were tough. Tough on the streets
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
80s. Yeah.
yeah. Oh my God. And I would see so many people, Jennifer. But that's why I'm okay with my journey because of my own hurt and my own suffering. I was able, I didn't know what the word was. I didn't know the word empathy at that. I
Mhm.
was able, but it was empathy. I
Mhm.
was able to create for others. So I'm so grateful for the journey because I'm so happy in this moment right here.
So what do you see going forward? What are your hopes and dreams for your work in the world and with these books?
Um, my goal is one of the phrases in here is smile, right? Like you just open up. And have you gotten that, Jennifer?
I
Have you
saw it
gotten
today.
smile?
Yep.
Right? Automatically you smile, right? It's just
Mhm.
automatic. Right? My goal is like, oh God, I would love to see or feel what would it be like 5 million people just opening it up, all together because we're all different.
Oh.
We're all different to smile. what would the energy be
Wow.
collectively? And I
Crazy.
said to myself, you ever have those days, Jennifer, where you don't have a good, like you call somebody, you're off and you call friends and go, oh yeah, I had an off day too. Oh yeah, I had an off day.
That was me
Collective energy.
yesterday. Yeah. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
low. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm clearing stuff out, if it's the weather, but I was off yesterday.
It could be like collective energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
How that day people are going to say, instead of like I'm off, say, I'm in such a good mood. I don't know why. I'm just happy. But it's all the smiles that were caused by individuals
Mm-hmm.
because we're always projecting. So that's one thing that I would just love to feel it because I'm sure that I pray that God would allow me to that day really feel the intensity of that smiling everybody. I'm working on, my goal is to have people have this, spread, get out here and show people and tell people how beneficial it would be for them and for their families. I get letters like families that open up their phrase and share it with each other throughout, in the
Mm-hmm.
morning or at dinner or I just, I'm, I'm open to, I don't know what it looks like, but I know that I'm committed to growing a gift of positivity and sharing it and making it available for others.
I love it. Well, if there's anything we can do down here in Charlotte, North Carolina, you reach out to Our Beats Radio. We want to be a part of this goal and dream that you have.
100%.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
amazing.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you for
Thank
having
you.
the courage to do this work and to share your work. I think it takes a lot of courage to do what you're doing.
Mhm.
So thank you for doing that and being so authentic. You are
And
authentic.
Jennifer, thank you for this really authentic moment we just had together. I could feel it. Like, I love you, Jennifer. Thank
Oh,
you.
you're so
Thank you
sweet. I
for,
love you too.
thank you. I just thank you for your vulnerability and your authenticity. I felt it. And
Oh,
I just want to say that to you.
thank you so
Thanks.
much. Well, let's spread the love and share the love. How can people find these books? Is it Amazon? Do you have a website, social media?
Yeah, positive phrases. Just go to positive phrases. Everything's there. All our handles, our social handles are there. It's positive phrases Inc. Write us letters. We have joined the newsletter because we have a newsletter that goes out every week.
Great.
And definitely you can get a mug. Like
Aw,
put all these. Oh, you can get a canvas. It's like behind me, but I just like
I love it. So
put
simple.
these. Yeah, just you don't need much. And what happens is it's there. And subconsciously, you don't know when you need to read it. You don't
Mm-hmm.
know. You look up one day and go, wait a minute, I'm more than enough. Because
Mm-hmm.
there's so many times that we could forget magnificent we
I
are.
love it.
And putting this around you as reminders. So
Love it.
go to
Yeah, because
positive phrases and
I love
yeah,
it.
go
And
ahead.
it's not really
What were you
rocket
gonna
science, right? You have this simple book. It's just like
say?
you're just letting people know sort of who they really are and pushing them down the right highway, the highway of good vibes, positivity, healing, all of that stuff. Do you have a couple phrases that you use that really pack a punch from either of your books? Like what's the first couple that comes to your mind?
What God has for you, no one can take away. So you don't
Ooh,
have to envy no one. You don't have to be jealous with no one. See people when they reach their high, their version of self and their greatness. See that as an inspiration. I love own your greatness.
that's
A
good.
rich
Yes.
mind, a rich mind creates a rich life. It's not. Don't let the outer tell you your worth. Oh, you're priceless. I got that from my sister. Inspired me to write that one. You're priceless. I love that one. God
Love it.
loves you. Loves you. I loved you. Period.
So
No matter
looking
what.
back, I love it. So looking back on your life, would you take back the suffering or do you think that it's really a part of your path and you're grateful for it now?
I am so grateful of my suffering because I love who I am.
Love it. I love it. Do you have any advice for anybody out there that is suffering right now?
Um, walk through the suffering.
Feel it. Hmm.
Feel it, walk through it, and know this too shall pass. It's a moment. Do you think that little girl was criticized and tortured in school knew that you and I were going to have this conversation?
So sweet.
I was going to be on camera, that I would be willing to share positivity long as you don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
Could have given up, Jennifer. I could have done that. I could have given up.
Well, and I love it because, we were talking about earlier how humans, we're bad at change and we hate change, but literally everything is temporary. This too shall pass. But yet we want to hang and cling onto anything and everything, even the suffering, right? So it's such isn't that ironic?
Yeah.
This too shall pass.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's why we have to be present for those happy moments to help us get through those tough times.
Yes,
If
amen.
we're present to the love and the good times, that'll help us remember, hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I can create some good times. I've done it before. I can do it again. Oh, Jennifer, you're the creator of your own life. Big one.
That's good. It's empowering. I feel like that feels very empowering. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
We are
yes, yes, yes.
creators. We forget that we are creators and our words have power and create, and our energy has power and creates. Our intentions have power and create.
Use your words to encourage others. If you if you like one of the ones in here, stop judging,
Judging is huge.
because
It's violence. Judging is
it's
violence. It
yeah,
is like having a gun in your hand.
and it's not just to others, it's
Hmm. Oh, yeah.
for you.
Hmm.
It's what you do for others, you do for yourself, and what you don't do for others, you don't do for yourself. It's
Hmm.
very important to be present.
Yeah. But
This is a beautiful thing. This thing called life,
it really
and
is.
just it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Well, you've
So
changed my day.
navigate it.
You've helped my day. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Thank you
Yes.
so much. Have
Thank you
a
for doing
great rest of the day.
what you're doing in this world, and I hope everybody watching or listening, it's changed their day or helped them maybe have a little awareness to see the good, to be the change they wish to see.
Amen. Amen, Jennifer.
Amen, sister. Thank you so much for coming, and have a beautiful day in New York City.
Thank you, my
Thanks.
dear.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. See you next time on We Talk Raw.